Everyone, here we are in the summertime sky. We are looking at a sunset in the summertime, which means we have a new set of constellations for you to look at. So remember, every time we look at a sunset, we're staring at the west, and most of the things we're going to see in the summertime night sky are going to be in the south. So that means we have to look over our left shoulder to put us at south. And the first thing you'll notice in the summertime sky, if you're at our latitude, is that if you're in a dark area, you're going to see this fuzzy band running right up over your head, very close to your zenith, which means you're looking at the arms of the Milky Way galaxy, which means the ecliptic runs very, very low along the horizon. So when we look along the horizon, we're going to find 4 zodiac constellations in the summertime sky, and the easiest one to find is Scorpio, the scorpion. You can see that there's this shape back here. You've got the tail of the scorpion and the stinger right here, and it snakes around up to here. There's a bright orange star, which is Antares. Antares is the bright star in the heart of the scorpion. And then out front are 1, 2 pinchers and the head of the scorpion right there. So Scorpio has risen in the summertime sky, which means Orion has set now, which was a wintertime sky constellation. And the myth is that Scorpio snuck up and stung Orion, and that's why Orion is now set. So there's the outline there for Scorpio, the scorpion. Look for this big S curve along the horizon with Antares being the bright star in the heart of the scorpion. Just to the west of Scorpio, you're going to see this trapezoid shape. This trapezoid shape here is the only zodiac constellation that is not an animal or a person. It is Libra, the scales. Libra is these 4 stars in this trapezoid shape. You can see they've actually made their outline a little bit different than the way I've drawn it. But there's not really any bright stars of note in Libra, the scales. So make sure you know Libra, the scales. If we come back to Scorpio, if you head towards the east, you're going to see this tea kettle shape here. In this tea kettle shape here, I'll show you, here's the handle, here is the spout, and there's the top of the tea kettle. That is part of Sagittarius, the archer. So Sagittarius is an archer. You can see this as the bow. You can see this as the arm pulling back to fire the arrow, and the head of the archer right there. One thing to note about Sagittarius, there are a lot more stars that make up Sagittarius. But what's important is if you find Sagittarius, you're seeing that the density of the Milky Way band is really, really intense here, which means you're staring right at the center of the Milky Way galaxy, where that supermassive black hole is. So finding Sagittarius kind of points you towards the center of the Milky Way. And a little bit more towards the east, our last zodiac constellation is right here. It's this triangle shape here, which is Capricorn. So Capricorn doesn't have any bright stars of note, but it is the sea goat for the January birthday months. And those are the 4 zodiac signs you need to know. Make sure you know Capricorn, make sure you know Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Libra. Now those aren't the only 4 things you want to know in the summertime sky. To find more things in the summertime sky, you want to look towards zenith, which means look straight up over your head. And when you look up straight up overhead, right towards zenith, you're going to see a very bright star. This is Vega. Vega is 0 in magnitude, which we now know means that it's pretty bright. And it's actually the 0 star that astronomers use to make all those rankings and brightness scales. Vega is the bright star in this constellation up here. This is Lyra, the harp. So Vega is off on the end, and you've got these 4 stars making this parallelogram, which is the harp of Zeus. So Vega is the bright star, and you've got these 4 down here to make Lyra. So make sure you know Lyra, the harp, and Vega. Vega is an important star because someday, when the Earth wobbles away from Polaris being our North Star, Vega will be our new North Star. Another bright star you're going to see up right near zenith is the one over here. This bright star is known as Deneb, and Deneb is in the tail of the swan, Cygnus the swan. So if I trace out Cygnus for you here, here's the tail, here's a wing, there's another wing, and then the head of Cygnus. And if I put on actual shape, you can see the Cygnus is a pretty large constellation. It looks like a large cross in the sky. And if you can find Deneb and Cygnus, what you've found is you've actually found the band of the Milky Way galaxy. Find Cygnus in the summertime sky, and make sure you're in a dark area, and you'll see that fuzzy band running right through Cygnus the Swan. Third one in this trio up here is the bright star right there. This bright star is known as Altair. And Altair, Deneb, and Vega make up the summertime triangle. So the summertime triangle are those three bright stars, but Altair is the bright star in Aquila the Eagle. Let me trace out Aquila here. So you can see this is the head of the eagle right there. Here's a wing, here's the tail, and another wing. So to me, since we live in the Pittsburgh area, this looks like the old Pittsburgh Penguins logo right there. This is Altair is the bright star and Aquila the eagle. So make sure you know that bird as well. So we've got three stars that make up the summertime triangle. Each of them have their own constellations. Make sure you know Lyra, Cygnus, Aquila, and the bright stars in each, Vega, Deneb, and Altair. The last thing in the summertime sky, right below that summer triangle, you're going to see this little tiny shape right here. It looks like a little tadpole in the night sky. And this tiny constellation is the dolphin, Delphinius. So you can see it's kind of jumping out of the water here in the summertime sky. If you're at the beach, you'd see dolphins jumping out, and you'd see a dolphin jumping through the sky. Go outside, keep looking up, and enjoy your summertime sky.